Good evening, Francis. Uh, can you hear me,
Hi,
Francis?
good evening, Mr. James. Yes, hi.
All right. So today, you
Yeah,
still on the way, or you at the work right now? Are you finished the work?
yeah, I'm at Ethiopia now. So my side is only 2 p.m.
Oh, okay. 2 p.m.
Yes.
Wow, it's pretty late, man. Okay. So, are you tired now?
2 p.m. Now it's only afternoon 2 o'clock.
That's all right. Okay, I know that. Yeah, but actually, you just at the new place, right?
Yeah, I'm at Ethiopia because this is my customer place. I'm at the work
Uh,
site now.
okay. How far is from Vietnam?
There's a direct flight from Hanoi, but normally I'll fly to Dubai and then Dubai to
Mm-hmm.
Ethiopia. So from Ho Chi Minh to Dubai is 7 hour, and then
7 hour. Wow.
Dubai, yeah, then Dubai to Addis Ababa, which is Ethiopia, 4.5 hour.
7 hour.
Correct.
Wow. Nearly half a day, huh? Okay.
Right. No choice.
Okay. So quite tiring, huh?
Okay. Meeting customer, I think is fine. Just trying to get close to them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So now you still try to you get the new lead or new sale by yourself, huh? Or you have the sales team to help you to do it?
My company, I think I'm the only one who is salesperson. The rest are all helping out in the operation.
Wow.
Yeah.
How many people are there in your sales team? Only you? You are
Yeah,
the
only
person.
me. There's no sales
Oh.
marketing team. I'm the only person. But I have a designer who helped me to do my pitching. And then
Mm-hmm.
most of the employee, they are project coordinator or project manager. So we have
So
11 people plus me. Yeah.
mhm. Okay. So lean system, huh?
Yeah, and most of the time I always use consultancy. If I can, I will not hire.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I
Mm. Only,
understand model.
y-
But
yeah,
but what are
project
you
to
try
project.
to But why don't you try to hire more sales team to help you to do with a business contract with a customer?
No, because the projects right here is quite dynamic. You see, they are not things like a direct employee with a certain skill set can do. Because, for example, like software, and then you need a
Mhm.
special skill set. Your employee, might not be able to do that coding or that algorithm or software per se. So you need a
Right.
certain people to do it. Then it's better to go and collaborate with another company and then use the
That's right.
company manpower to come in and do.
But actually, I know that's all right because you are an expert in your field and you can make a deal with the customer, right? So in any contract like in Vietnam, uh, the big company don't they usually ask two people, one person who's strong at the the technical field and another person who's good at sales go together in one trip. Why don't you think about it? A good solution for you.
Yes. So you see, I'm actually traveling around, but in Ethiopia, my technical team is here.
Mm,
24
okay.
hours, 24 by 7, there are people here in Ethiopia and Rwanda. So we
Mm,
are working closely with the client. Even my project coordinator are always stationed here.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
So only me running around and flying around.
well, you quite
Yes.
huh? Yeah.
It's okay, and it's not bought.
No, right.
Yeah.
Because actually, currently I'm still keep in touch with my customer, but usually they are key contact, key supplier for my company. And
Mm,
with when I do the new project, I will ask the project managers, and she will dedicate the task, especially. So we will manage all the tasks for that project. However, if they need advice or consultant, we can accompany with an expert or academic managers in my centers go together to have them. And when talking about the term of finance, we ask someone belong to the financials department go together. So
mm,
I don't need to travel a lot or meet the customer or potential customer by myself. Okay, just
mm.
that right. I think you should think about it because um we can't travel alone when we get older. That's
Yeah,
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but for my case, right, because my customer basically they are the minister, government people. So,
All right.
you know, it's not easy and they don't see people. I'm not sure about Vietnam. Maybe Vietnam is also behaving like this because they have hierarchy. And if they
Mm,
trust the person, they only want to see that person and talk to the person. They will
okay.
not, yeah, I think you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah,
that's,
it's very unique. Well, this type of people. I mean, of course, I love my customer, and I'm honored, that they trust talking to me and have a certain bond. Like for example, if I talk to my customer and I put my project manager to talk to him, it's different. He will think that he only talks to project timeline with the project manager, but he will not talk
mm-hmm.
requirement. He will not talk sales. He will not tell him I want this, I want that. But when he come to me, he will tell me that, can you find this for me? I want to have this, and he will bring
Okay.
me because I love running and my customer love running. So when I'm
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
when we go run together, he will bring other customer. He will bring other
Yeah.
other
Okay.
potential customer for me. So we will run together. It's like playing golf. And then from there,
Okay.
yeah, we have a certain family,
Hangout activity. Quick.
yes, yeah. Yeah,
Hangout activity.
it's a very strange relationship, but I love this.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, but actually, we need to belong some kinds of community for golf club, for example. But actually, um, on a weekend, I spend 2 or 3 or 4 hours spend time to play sport with some another CEO in
Mm.
along to my community. I think
Right,
it's
right.
good way to maintain a relationship because actually, um, the circle of influence we grow through the sport or through the outside activity, extra curriculum. Understand, right? All right.
Yes, correct.
Thank
Because
you.
you cannot always talk about work, and when
That's right.
yeah.
Okay. Because actually we try to find some point that can exchange beside the work. Okay, productive. And I think playing sport belong to one kind of community is a good way to start.
Yeah,
I think. Thank
just
you.
trying to get
So
together.
yes, all right. Okay. Uh, sorry. Okay. Bowie and Tinlai, can you turn the face on? Thank you. All right. Good evening, Tinlai. Hi, Miss Bowie. All right. Can you hear
Hello,
me?
good evening, sir.
All right. So on our 6 p.m. already now in Vietnam, but only 4 students, including me, including me. So do you want to wait something for the late or we start right away? Okay, so let's wait another 3 minutes. Okay, so if without anyone, so we can start the lesson. Thank you. That's it. Right. So Tinlai, did you search more information about business Canvas already?
Yes, do you mean homework?
Yeah, all right. Okay. Just about the business model canvas I told you last day. Do you find out more information about it? You understand my previous lesson
Yes.
clearer? All right.
Mm.
Uh, so actually, teaching online is quite challenging because we don't face to face a lot and have direct discussion. All right.
Yes.
So, but can you still understand my discussion, right? Tonight?
Yeah.
And can you follow
Yes.
my lesson, right? Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right. How about Mr. Poi? Poi?
Hello, sir.
Okay, so the first lesson for you is challenging or not?
Sir, sorry, sir.
The first lesson, the first day is hard, huh?
Yes,
Or easy?
okay.
Hard or
Sir,
easy?
I understand. Yeah, yes, sir. I captured your lesson, sir. Yeah.
Okay.
I heard.
And
Yes, I done your homework, sir. Because I plan to open a small restaurant, sir. That's why
that's
I
right.
write down my idea,
Very good.
depending on your business. Which one?
Very good. Very good. Very good.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So I think I need to take a pictures to send to the administration right away. Okay. To report that a lot of students late from my classroom.
Sorry, sir. Sir, did you already send the PowerPoint, sir? Because I didn't receive, sir.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
one.
After finish the session today, I will send the whole
Ah,
PowerPoint. Okay. Because
okay, sir.
actually,
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
that right. Actually, the curriculum the student first sent to me, there's some kinds of unappropriate detail and unappropriate content. So I did change by myself to help you to update because the curriculum is quite old, especially something to do with the legacy. Actually, in Vietnam, or when you start a business, we don't do it by ourselves. Okay. All right. You lack of sale, okay, no problem. But you lack of legacy, you lack about the legal, it's very dangerous. So usually we would advise we need a consultant or we outsource some kinds of lawyer to help us. All right. So I will change something in curriculum to help you more about the process, have you more
Yes, sir.
about the template, the framework, how to build the business better. Okay. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank
Hope that all right. Because actually some knowledge here I will teach you today is quite updated. All right. Quite newest compared to all kinds of curriculum you can see in the market now today. When you join any program related to business, you will find out my knowledge will be repeated, and you can see somewhere you still understand, even though you join in the real master degree, master program too. Yes, it? Hope so. Thank you. Let me take a picture. Sorry, thank you. Yeah, okay, so Francis and Paul, can you turn the face off, right? I need to take pictures, right? To send to the administration. Right.
sorry, sir, because okay, okay,
And
sir. Because
don't worry about
I
this.
a little shy in front of the camera. That's why, sir.
No problem, no problem. Okay, because it's just a picture, right? Yeah, I need to report it, okay, to make sure
I'm
that no
outside,
problem.
so
No
yeah.
worry, don't worry about it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, ready? Thank you, Francis.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, all right. Uh, okay. Wait a minute. I need to. Okay. Good evening, Mr. Abram. Abram, can you hear me? Abram, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
hear
right.
you.
All right.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you,
can
sir.
hear you.
All right. Now,
You're
please,
welcome.
So now please, all of you turn the face on and we start the lesson today. Thank you. So, okay. So can you see our camera? Can you see clearly?
Yes, sir.
All of you? Thank you. Here, right. So there might small revisions about what we studied so far. Last session are very clear. That's right. You want to become our entrepreneurs. You need three things that's so important. The first, your stock mindset as a business owner or entrepreneurs. The second thing, we have to need to be have some innovative idea and how to turn these ideas to get your profits and earn more revenues. We need to base on a new business model. Okay. So, and I will teach you the part in the business that can create a lot of value, a lot of cultures. There's a model called Stan Shu. We call Smart Curve. This is so popularized by Stan Shu, the CEO of Axis. There are four main points. You have to understand that you need to focus on time, especially for the concept R&D, the branding, the sales, after-sales service, and the marketing. And in this model, manufacturing is the lowest value input. If you just focus on the products, produce, but don't think about the input and output, R&D, and the sales, it's hard to you to maintain and get a sustainable business model. Actually, why I mentioned a lot because there are four things, there are 4 points: concept, branding, marketing, and sale. But if you focus on the sale, we develop the sales team, we hire a very professional one, we can get money immediately. However, if you don't have the strong investment on the concept, R&D, branding, and marketing, we cannot have a long-term business. For example, okay, so right, then the thing here, you have to understand one very important point here. There are big difference between the branding and marketing. When we deep dive in the marketing section, I will explain more what the difference between the branding and marketing. Okay, so all right, that's it. And the term we also learn about it. There's difference between the business model and business plan. The business model we explain why, what, and how, and business plan when, who, step by step, very clear. Usually, as a CEO, we talk about a business model, and when we talk directly with the middle managers, we usually use the business plan. Okay, business model, just the founder and the CEO usually mention more. However, business plan, the language, the mutual language between the C-level business plan. I will spend probably I have a section to talk about how to set up a business plan and why a lot of CEO fail execute, turn the idea in the business plan into reality. Okay, hope so. If we don't have a lot of time, that's it. And here, again, the business model canvas. Hope that you understand. All right, and when you have if you want to get a very sustainable business and you want to keep your business develop year after year, we need to think about the business model canvas and try 1 year, focus one thing and improve one section in business model canvas. Okay. Actually, there are nine things, and I put it in order already from 1 to 9. And as a CEO, as a business founder, there are only 2 things you need to remember. The first, increase the revenue stream. The secondly, reduce the cost. And if you want to renew the stream, it means you focus about the sales and marketing. And if you want to create focus on sales and marketing, you need to pay attention to 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the business model canvas. Okay, that's it. First of all, it's so important. You need a customer segment. It means that you have to clarifying who's the product created for, or who's the ideal customer. Okay, by analyzing the social demographic, for example, age, location, income, hobbies, habits, as well as the pain point, and we call the buyer persona. Okay, clear? All of you? That's all right. Still follow up?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay, thank you. And in order to test your idea or validate the idea, whether it fits the market or not, before you launch the product, you have to test. It means that you need to consider about the value proposition. Your product is value or not, based on okay, answering the value proposition. You need 2 questions in idea. First, are you selling products or service, and what the price? And why do you know that your potential customer will receive that price? Is it cheap or expensive? Because if it's so expensive, nobody want, but if it's cheap, okay, you can lose a lot of money. Understand me? The price the customer willing to pay for you is so important. All right, you have to make an analysis. I will try to give you another template about the 5 force and about the pastel to help you understand what your brand position or positioning in the current markets. Okay, that's it. Because actually we just review, so I go fast, right? A little bit faster than usual. Thank you. Big review. Your products and your customer profile have to fix or match together. All right. You have to know what they really want from your products. It's mean your products must gain creators. For example, as a language centers, my student they want the TOEIC 990, for example. It's mean, and they want to become a very successful student, earn high scholarship. It's mean that our products need some dopamine about the successful image in the mind. Okay, for example, my potential customer, they really feels up listening English. It mean my product had to solve a problem too. That's us, okay? Clear, right? All right. Next. Channels, okay. It's mean because we talk about the marketing, how to distribute the content to your potential customer. Whenever they appear, you have to follow them. It's mean you have to engage them, have to extract them, appeal to them. All right. But it have to fix your content need to fix your potential customer by analyzing the demographic, what they love, or they don't know, what they dislike, for example. Okay, and some topic you need to avoid, for example, religion, for example. Okay, you have to understand that. Now today, if your target audience is the young people, you can pay attention more about the ESG, about the green, about the environment. Okay, easy to attract the potential customer. All right. Another key aspect is the customer journey. All right, you have to write down a map, including a lot of touch point to create a profile customer and the map on the road from the beginning to the end. First, where you touch them online, offline, and direct to them, and after this, okay, we call touch point. You can follow the item model: awareness, interest, desire, and action. Okay, that's just some keyword you can search more in the internet, and especially we talk about the customer insights. And if you don't know what they really want, you can sell to them. Okay, customer insight is so important. All right, next, how to keep the customer relationship through a lot of activity, but you have to take care of them, listen to them, give them what they want, and is it their expectation? Make them wow. They really want to become your friends. They can trust you and can share you a lot, and you can make them become the loyal friend and the loyal customer. They will return, and keep buying your products again. Okay, clear, simple, right? So loyal customer are more cost effective than acquiring new ones. Okay, so system cheaper, system cost effective. All right, system, remember, all right. Regular contact through social media or follow or retargeting them in the marketing campaign. Unlike a frenzy, you go directly to visit your customer, hang out with them with a lot of activity on the free time, can keep in touch with them, share them a lot, just gossip with them. They can share you, you listen, and you do more that than they expect. I think it's a good way, right? Okay. I think you need a team. I think you need a team to do it because actually, if you are using the B2C model, okay, direct to the customer, okay, you need a lot of people listen and take care of in the sales service and after sales service, okay. All right, no direct sale, for example, or subscription, online license or fee. There's some kinds of model that nowadays the business often use. Thank you. There are 4 things can create your predictable cash flow or revenue stream. Today, I will show you one thing very clear about how to get a predictable cash flow in your business model. Huh? Give you some example. And key resources, business model canvas, including all thing you have from the tangible to intangible resources, employee, time, machine, capital, technical infrastructures, all the thing you have, key resources, right? Because you can do anything. You can do the new products. You can keep in touch with customer. You can have the marketing team without any resources. The key resource is a thing that's so important because it will affect your cost structure. Okay, think about this. As a business owner, you have to think about key resources and the activity that bring you money because any activity bring you money will cost you money. All right, simple lesson, huh? Because anything in the business also costs the money. But the more important here, you have to choose whether it's effective or not. You have to understand whether it's effective or not about key activity. Okay, and the key partner, right? Okay, including your supplier, including your man contact. That's it, right? It's so important. But try not don't depend so much on one man customer because if they lose you or you lose them, okay, your business is quite weak. Okay, so usually I have 5 or 6 man customer, man contact. Okay, that's some kinds of school and university. If they lose they change a partner, I still have another one to back up. That's so important. Remember, key partner. Okay, so for example, if you connect with okay, sorry, okay, I will make it detail later. Just as remember nowadays, so simple, right? Cost structure. Okay, cost on thing, production, operation, marketing, technology, infrastructures, R&D, and other. I will list all the things, but you have to choose wisely. Have to choose wisely based on your business model, based on your products. Okay, now raise. For example, if you are in the service industry, I think you need to focus more on sale, after sale, marketing, distribution, and R&D, only 2 things. Okay, but if you are technology field, you need to think about design, branding, R&D, for example, like a smart curve. Don't put a lot of money in manufacturing, right? You should outsource. You need hire people. Okay, that's it. Okay, so all of you, can you follow my lesson, right? Thank you. Efren? Efren?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Poi. Efren, can you follow my lesson? Okay, how, Mr. Francie? Are you okay? Francie?
Yes, all good, Mr. James, all good. Thank you.
Thank you. Right, and now we move to a very important part today. Okay, actually, I will show you the difference between the new and old business model, but I don't think because it's good because it's so quite theory. And now we move to one kinds of um, leadership theory is quite important, right? Let me show you. All right. Mindset, start, SME and staff is quite different. If you're staff, the first 3 years, seek and test to find out which the business model is suitable for you. And how do you know it's suitable for you? You have to think about the scale, the rapid scaling, how to as fast as possible to get the first 100 customer. Okay, don't think so much about anything else. Just focus how to get the first 100 customer. Okay, that's it. Right. But S&M, small and medium-sized entrepreneurs, you try to optimize the profits and stable operation. And usually the entrepreneurs for the first 5 years, you usually have a wrong assumption about the stage of your business. You don't know whether you are the staff or the start SME. You are in the market 5 years. It doesn't mean that you are an SME company, right? And how did you know that? Okay, I will try to show you later about the step. We have very clear step to identify which level your company belong to. Okay, that's it. So now I will show you one leadership theory. It's so important. We call situational theory. Did you hear about it before? Tin Lai? Situational. Okay, boy. Have you heard that
Not
before?
yet, sir. Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, Amfran, Amfran, do you hear about the situational leadership before? Francis, okay. Did you know the term before, Francis? Okay, so look at here. The situational leadership model got a leader. You know, the leader adjusts their behavior. Is we have to change. If you are leader, you are a leader, you are CEO, you work directly with your employee, your middle managers. You need to adjust your behavior. If you just keep one behavior all the time, it's really hard for you to work with all of the style of your customer, all of the style of your employee. Okay, so you need to move from direct to coach to support and finally delegate. One very common mistake that the new CEO or the new founder often face that it's so easy. It means that you just meet your managers and you delegate the test. It's so easy, and then you let them do the test. Or you so hard, it means you meet your employee and you micromanage them, you direct them, have to follow the action a lot. But actually, as a leader, you have four types of behavior: direct, coach, support, and delegate. Okay. And how do you know when you move from one thing to another thing? It depends on your employee competency and commitment. That's so important, right? It's okay. All right. It means you have to understand your employee about competence and commitment with the company. Okay. The first, look here. If your employee belong to D1, D1 is mean they're not so good at the test. It means low competence, but very high commitment. And usually for the new employee, they just join the company. They're eager to do. They really, really want to do the test, but they lack of the skill. It's been low competence. Okay, follow me. That's right. If you just join a new organization, you belong to D1. Or even though you just change the new position, you get promoted to the new manager. For example, you are the very senior employee and you get promoted to the new managers for the first time. You change and you belong to D1. Okay, you change position, you change a new environment. Okay, D1 level. So right, and if as the CEO and the managers, you see a D1 level, you have to use the S1 model for D1 level. Okay, as the managers, leadership style for D1 employee. Okay, you have to supervise and direct them a lot. Make decision with communication on the way. Understand me? That reason why, as a new people in a new organization, you have to learn a lot of rules. You have to learn a lot of regulation, and you have an employee handbook. It's one way of S1 directing or telling. Understand me? Follow me. Okay, Efren, Tilai, Poi, and Francie. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
that's all right. Thank you. Efren, do you hear me? Efren, Tilai, okay,
Yes, sir.
okay. So, T1 developing, but not their sole commitment, but their lack of skill or low competence. That's it. And you need direct telling them what to do, show them the way. Don't ask them a lot of questions to guide them. Okay, it's useless because they don't know anything. The lack of skill, right? All right.
Yes.
So, all right. Usually for employee who lack of confidence but are enthusiastic, that need clear direction and supervision to start. That's it. Remember. Okay. So usually on that way, if you don't want to talk a lot or to sell direct a lot, you need the process already. SOP. Very useful and very helpful this way. Okay, clear? Oh, hello, Nailing. Hello, Nailing. Nailing.
Yes, sir. I can hear.
Okay, so can you follow my lesson, right? It's good,
Yes,
right?
I am following. Yes, good.
Thank
you,
you,
sir.
thank you. Okay, so for the new one, D1 level, as a leadership style, you need S1, directing and telling. Okay, so but after 10, they're not in D1 anymore. They get familiar with the test, okay, because do the test, okay, and they can create the result from the test. So they move to D2. They have a relevant skill, but okay, now the commitment inconsistent or low. For example, senior employee, they get familiar with the test already. They can create a result from the test they receive, but their commitment is low or inconsistent through the time. On that day, on this situation, you have to move from direct become coaching, right? As a leader, you define the role in the task, but a seek idea and suggestion. You need to seek an idea, pick up, listen to them more, make communication more two-way, not only one way like before. They love to listen. They love your voice. You have to listen to them. Okay, give them feedback. That's what we call coaching style for experienced employee. Okay, that's it. All right. So implication, very simple. Best for the employee with some competence, but fluctuating commitment. They need direction. They need supervision. They still need support, but you need to brace and build a self-esteem and commitment through the time. Okay. When your employee high skill but low commitment, as a leader, you need coach them, listen to them, praise them. Okay, follow some kinds of their suggestion, some kinds of advice. They love to be listened from their managers or the CEO. Follow me? Okay, simple, right? Thank you.
Yes.
Is it right? Yeah, okay. Hope that's all right. Hope that will help you. So usually, in the stop time, we have a lot of D1 and D2 employee. Then you have a lot of new people. Okay, that's the reason why, as a manager, as a CEO, you need to make a direct direction, direct supervision to the new ones. But after 1 or 2 years, they get more skill. It means high competence, and you have to turn, you have to change. They usually get promoted to the middle managers at the top, right? And the reason why you also need to change yourself from directing into coaching style. Okay, clear? That's
Yes,
it.
sir.
Okay, hope so. It's good, huh? It's good, right? It's good, right? It's okay. Thank you. And number 3, after a long time, have a long time, they skill growing up. and they become probably a star in the team. However, their commitment may fluctuate, especially the lack of motivation to work independently only. That is a big problem now, because some racing star, after a long time racing, their attitude have a problem. They have problem with the attitude. Okay, cause some kinds of problem to the organization. All right. So at that time, you have also moved from S2, from S3, from coaching to supporting. Okay. Assets. And nowadays, as a leader, you have to pass day-to-day decision to your employee, allow them to control more about the process. It's okay? All right. They will take more active role in their current job. Apply to the employee who lack a motivation or confidence that require support to booster their self-assurance, not self-esteem anymore, and motivation. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. S3. Okay? So now we move to the final stage, T4, high competence and high commitment. Actually, as a boss, as a CEO, we love to have D4 employee, huh? Very high competence, high commitment, good at skill, good at attitude. That's right. The experience, comfortable with their ability, willing to work on the project, potentially being more skilled than the boss. It's nowadays you become a real leader. And on that time, as a leader, okay, you just follow the choice of them. Okay, because your employee have control and decide how and when a leader will involved. That's so simple, right? Okay, and you just join the project at the very beginning of the project and in the end of the project. You outsource or delegate on the task in the middle for D4 manager. Okay, ideal of employee with high confidence and commitment with minimal support. Okay, we love D4, but before they become a D4 level, they have to span from D1 to D2 or D3. Okay, understand, right? That's it.
Yes.
We call situational leadership. It's mean based on their attitude, based on their skill, you have to change yourself as a leader. Okay, all right. So again, all right. I will make sure you understand me. All right. All right. We have the first D1. I will use some very short and simple language. If the new employee, they lack of skill, right? The lack of skill, but they have very high
Yes.
attitude. You use S1. You have to direct them, supervise them. Okay, just communication in one way. You have to follow that process. Okay, so if you submit your assignment here, okay, that's criteria 1, 2, 3, 4. You can get 1 point from me, or you can get your proposal submitted. Understand? S1, D1. Okay, they move to D2, and actually, as a leaders, in my experience, you will easily lose your employee, or they will leave your company out on that stage. Okay, because on that stage they have little skill. Okay, but the attitude still had a problem. Okay, the skill higher, but not good at attitude. They need coaching. They need listen, and communication needs two-way now as a leader. That is why we mentioned a lot about communication skill. All right, as a leader on the previous session, they need support. They still need supervise, but they need you build their self-esteem and commitment too. They need to prove that they are valuable to the organization nowadays. They can nearly become independent on the task. Okay, S2 level. And D2, D3, your employee are experienced. demonstrating high level of competency, but commitment fluctuate. That's it. Very high skill, but attitude had problem. Okay, that's it. On that day, you become the supporter. You support them to help them create some result, help them to contribute to the organization. All right, let them control the process. Okay, all right, they require support to booster that self assurance, not build self-esteem anymore. Assurance, self-assurance, and motivation. You know, when your employee, okay, high competence, high commitments, I mean, high skill, high attitude, you don't need to talk about it. You don't need to supervise a lot, right? You just delegate the task. You delegate the task for them. Okay, they don't want your micromanagement anymore. Okay, you can delegate that and do and enjoy their free time as a leader. And if you want to have a lot of free time, the first you have to train your employee from D1 to D4. Simple, right? Okay, that's us. Now, so you know, as a big company, there are a lot of level: CEO, middle managers, senior employee, and a new employee or intern. You know, actually, if from D1, D2, D3, D4, so we have to train as a stop, as a founder. Even though S&M company usually, okay, you often deal with the 3 and the 2 employee. Okay, even though if you are new staff, you have to deal with D1 a lot. Okay, whenever you have D4, I think the D4 employee at least after 3 or 6 years. I mean, you have a task, you ask them to, they know the process, they know your desire, they know your outcome, at least follow 5 or 6 years. Okay, right? Clear, right? So, just give 1 minute to your reflection. Okay, just 1 minute. I will teach you about situational leadership. What can you learn from that model, that theory? Okay, 1 minute to think and share one on one. Okay. Okay, don't need to learn a lot, but make sure you understand and follow. Okay, the first Polly. Okay. Polly.
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you share something about the lesson you can learn about situational leadership for me?
Okay. I had the about the leadership skill. Leadership had the many kind of styles, sir. Not
Right.
one way, sir. Yes, because depend on the step or D1, D2. That's why we need to we need to decide how to control, how to support, and how to coaching. That's why I
Okay.
understand.
So
Yes, like that.
that's all right. Thank you. If you got S1 employee, you want G1 style employee, you have to change yourself, become S1. Okay, you have to
Yes, sir.
direct a lot, you have to supervise a lot, you have to talk a lot, just on one-way communication. Don't expect delegate, and don't expect that your D1 employee can understand the result and understand the outcome of the company at the first time.
Yes.
Don't expect a lot. That's the reason why you have a good process, SOP,
Yes.
right? Handbook for employee at the first time.
Mm,
Let them follow
yes.
your direction immediately. Okay? Because they like
Yes.
skill.
Yes,
Remember
sir.
the skill.
Yes.
And
Important one is we had to default that a lot of default that in our business. Yes. We need a lot of default that because
that's
that's why
right.
we need to support D1 to default that to become sir. That's why we need to support and we need to encourage them, sir.
Okay. So, actually, in my experience, if you want to change and move, you have to change and move your employee. the first two things, the culture of lifelong learning is so important, especially
yes.
from D1 to D3.
Yeah.
Especially from period D1 to D3, they have to learn a lot about the skill. However, if you want to, you get them promoted to from D3 to D4, they not only have a lifelong learning, but they have to fix their culture.
Okay, sir.
The factors to choose the employee from D3 to D4, they have to fix your culture, the value, the culture of. Okay, I will mention clearer and more detail in another section about this culture organization. Okay,
Okay, sir.
okay.
Okay.
But hope so. Thank you. Very good. How about
Thank you,
nailing?
sir.
Thank you, Poi. How about nailing? Nailing.
Yes, sir.
Can you share me one thing? Okay.
Hello, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay.
So can you share me one thing about the lesson of theory of situational relationship?
That sounds like someone is making noise even.
Okay. No,
It's
no
okay.
problem. It's okay.
Yeah. I know I not know much about the leadership skill, but I learned about in the class, not in the I don't really learn about it in the work life. I learned about it in the class, so I don't. I think some kind of.
Sorry. Okay.
Sorry about that.
Okay, no problem, no problem. Okay. Right,
Yes,
so yeah.
yeah.
Camera, okay, thank you. How about Mr. Ambieka in Notions? Ambieka in Notions. Can you share me some new thing you learn from a theory of a situational leadership? Maybe I can in Notion.
Sir, okay. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, right.
You talk about please come again, sir, because I was kind of having network issue, just logged in. So just rephrase the question. Let me just know because I just logged in. I was having
Okay, no problem. Okay,
network.
so hope that you have a good internet connection right now. Thank you.
Yeah.
About Tin Lai, can you share some few things about the situational leadership?
Yes. For me, the model show that there is no single best way about the leadership style, and the most effective leaders are flexible and adapt their approach to match their followers' development stage, like as D1 to D1 and S1, D2 to and S2, like that. Yeah.
Okay, so the most important lesson here, you have to change ourselves. You keep just one style and one behavior, you can deal with a lot of new style employees, right? Because actually from the stage and especially from their competence and their attitude, you have to change and deal with them improperly. That's all right. Hope so,
Yes.
right? Understand about this. The main thing that as a leader, you have to change ourselves. It means you have to get a low ego and push your EQ. All right.
Mm.
You
Yes, sir.
you can keep your ego on time. Your employee is okay, but as a leader, you couldn't do it. Okay, and you change ourselves based on the environment. For example, the staff, you don't have a lot of money. You can hire a very experienced or skillful employee. That's the reason why the people who join with them, who join with you in the very early stage of your business, they usually in T1 level. Or or if you can call for investment or can have a good partnership, probably they can be a D2 or D3, but hardly to find out D4 at the first time. Don't expect that, right? For example, Tila, you can collaborate with your friends at school. It means actually you and your friend at the D2 or D3 level already. That's just because you have some skill and expert, and then you will stop and you hire the new employee. That's all right. And usually the new one just in the D1 level, So at the first time, as a CEO and a founder, you have to work a lot because you are the main factors, the highest skill, the high skill people in your organization, and you have to supervise and direct a lot with your employee. Okay, so just my experience. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. All right. So Mr. MBK Notion. So can you share with me about the thing you learned in the situational leadership? I will show the situation leadership theory. So hope that you can learn something from this. How about Francis? Okay. Hope that you can learn a little bit from my sharing. Hello, Francis.
Yes, okay, from I just trying to trying to explain in my own words. So based on this framework, I think we all know that D1, D4 is stages of growth for an employee.
That's right.
D1 is like beginner, okay, who
That's
is
right.
really clueless. Then D2 is it's like not even teenagers, they are starting to learn. And then
That's
we
right.
can boost their confidence by giving them some pep talk and guidance. And then
That's right.
D3 is someone who really got some skill
That's
and they
right.
have certain level of competency. So they are more they need some encouragement more than really a teacher. D4 is really a pro, yeah. And then is really someone who really able to shine, and he do not need a lot of guidance, and he is also
That's right.
someone who needs a lot of freedom, so that but of course he definitely needs some good leader to help them to grow to advanced stage. So actually, in my own words, now I'm only describing the framework, but in my own words, I think that when we come to real life cases, when you have employee,
Yes.
how you want to get an employee? First of all, you need to have a job description, and then
That's right.
you look for a certain candidate that is able to qualify for the job description that you actually listed out and trying to hire people. To be very
That's right.
frank, in my experience, when I hire people, most of the time when we look at CV, resume, they are not important. I also don't really see whether this person or this candidate is it having high qualification or having high certification. Because most
Okay,
of the
suitable.
time, most of the time I experience there are people who are graduate from good university. There are people who are only graduate from advanced, maybe high college or diploma. It's the attitude that count. I think rather than all these how to call that certain characteristic of a person employee, I think the most important is how this person relate to you. Yeah, because most of the time when we work, when we go out and meet customer, there must be a constant connection. If when a certain, like if I go having an interview with this candidate, and I find that in a short time he can connect with me, I will definitely hire him. I don't care whether you got A1 or A star for whatever master or whatever, or you are a doctor. I don't care. But if you can connect with me, most of the time you will be able to connect with the customer. This is something that I'm looking for. I don't really go through that. Sorry if I'm wrong. I really don't go through that process. I don't go through that formal process. I give you a situation example, and then okay, for example, now there's some variance and we cannot meet the project timely. Can you explain how you're going to do it? These are all textbook answer. They can get it from ChatGPT, which I'm not going to appreciate it at all. Okay, but I will just want to talk to this person. Like, for example, I'll ask a very common question, talk to me more about yourself. With this simple thing, where if he can connect with me in a very short time span, like 1 minute, I know that I can connect with him. I can ask question. He can do an engagement conversation with me. This guy is in, or this girl is in. Okay, yeah, but it still take two hands to clap. It's definitely not easy. Sometimes, you see, as an employer, you want your employee to be loyal, to be faithful, to be hardworking. And you also must think of the employee certain stand. The employee also think that my employer must be generous, must be able to guide me in the next 5 years how I want to be able to see myself in this company. So it's a two-way thing. But I think for me, it's very simple thing. If I have employee, I don't really care, What is going to happen in 5 years? What is going to happen in 10 years? I want this employee to be able to appreciate what I'm trying to do for her or him, and then bring the employee to the real actual scenario or actual situation where how the company work, how the company serve the customer. Okay, and then this up to him or her to determine whether he can see a future in this company, because it's the two-way thing. I cannot enforce her to stay with me or enforce him to stay with me forever. Okay, so this is a two-way thing that I'm trying to say. And another thing
Okay.
is always in a dilemma. As an employer, you need to balance. Sometimes you cannot be too good to the employee. Okay, because maybe I'm a small startup, so I don't go by the hierarchy whether you are a GM or whether you are a CEO. Okay, although I have
Okay.
project managers with me, but most of the time, even I go down to the technician, even I go down to the engineers, because we are a small company. We are a small company, we must talk to one another so that we are mobile, we are combust and we are mobile, we can move together easily. That's the advantage of having a small company. So the challenges that I face, right? The challenge that I face with employee, I always have this dilemma. If how it's not about ego, it's not about trying to show off, trying to say that you are no good or trying to say that you are good. It's like, you need to find the gist. It's like a parents. You need to discipline them. And when you discipline the employee, then you will know whether this employee is it learnable. And I think the essence of learnable is very important, because if he thinks that he's smart and he's like a Superman or Superwoman, sorry, then I am not qualified to hire you. You can leave. But if an employee who make a mistake, it's not that I want my employee to be perfect. And there's no such thing as perfect. I want him or her to make mistake. Okay, so when he or him when he make mistake, I will be able to guide them, and then he will never repeat the mistake again. I'm
Okay.
afraid of those employee who they make themselves too perfect that I cannot see their mistake, and this is worrying.
So right.
Yeah, because
That's worrying.
okay, I just sharing my
understand your situation. I understand your situation because you're a staff and you don't have a lot of employee. So usually, your employee, as you mentioned, I just think that they are in the D1, D2 level. So you
I
have to
have
supervise.
I have D3 and D4 level as well. I
Of
have
course,
my
of course, of course.
although I'm a consultant to another customer, I also have a consultant to me, because sometimes in business, the business model can be very tricky. When you go to your customer, the customer say that I will bring you, for example, to the the police department, and then we need to get this project together. And of course, in order to get this project together, you must make sure that you get someone from the police department where he's close to the police leader or the boss. So I have to hire someone to be my consultant to make sure that I'm close to that customer. I have, but these type of people, they are really blessed by it's like emperor lah. You really cannot touch them. It's because
Okay.
only I use them, I want to talk to the customer. So I have. But these people, I don't really want to groom them because they are short span. They come and go. After the project finish, I will let them go on. This is short span, only for that project level, for D3 and D4. But I think in our company, the one that we want to grow from a young staff to an old staff, to give them some what they call that assurance that we want to use them and grow and see their growth, is actually D1 and D2, which are correct. And then these are the D1 and D2. You really want to discipline them, because one day you want them to be able to stand up by yourself and don't need you at all. Yeah, so
Okay.
it's a dilemma when you discipline. Yeah.
That's all right. So
Yeah,
actually,
I say a lot.
no, okay, it's good because you can share your current scenario. I understand more about the business model and your situation. It's good. But the question I want to ask you, do you think about your company for the next 3 years?
I actually
And
have yeah. You mean for the next prospect and the progress for the next 3 years?
that's right.
Yeah, I actually have a prospect of up to 5 years. Okay, but in below I have my I don't call him CFO lah. He's my accountant, but I actually push him up to be my finance manager. He will
Okay.
always do a projection for me up to 7 years.
That's it. Okay. Excellent.
Yeah.
So the question that as CEO, you now CEO, right? How you can
I would just
upgrade?
call myself GM.
Okay, just a business founder, right? Entrepreneurs. How you can upgrade the one accountants become a CFO?
Okay, you see, this is something that I cannot just do and upgrade. It all depends on the company performance, right?
That's
If it depends on the revenue. If I don't see my revenue, it's like, if you want to promote a certain staff to a certain level, to a certain C-suite, I don't even call myself CEO. I call myself as a GM. Okay? Because
GM.
if I don't even have a COO, I don't even have a CFO, I don't even have a CIO. Okay?
Okay.
I narrow them down as my ops manager. I narrow them down as my chief accountant or finance executive. I
Okay.
narrow them down as my project information coordinator. So I scale them down. The reason is because in the very first pledge, my pledge is that I'm not a multinational company. I'm just a startup. So when I
Okay.
start up, my staff, based on my organization charge, is just nice. So yeah, but now the answer to your question is that instead of from an accountant to a CFO, how to bring him from one level to another level? I think
That's right.
that's the most important. Yeah. So I wish, when you see, it's all about on-job training. You
That's
see,
it.
as an accountant, he cannot go far if he's only looking at my books. Yeah.
Okay. I understand
Yeah,
that.
but what I can do is that, accountant, he will do some bookkeeping, he will do P&L, he will do direct cost costing and everything, and then determine what is the margin, how is the company doing so far. So what I can do as a general manager, I have to find more projects for him to do the calculation. So if he has only one project, right, it's no challenge. If you have 5 projects to do accounting, then there will be a more challenge. So that's what I can do for him. But of course, other than giving him a primary role as an accountant, I have in my team, I have one staff. He came in to join as an accountant, but right now he's a project manager. I have people who come in and say that I'm bored with this role. Can I go to another role? And I'm open to that. As long as he or she is willing to open up. And if I have capacity in the company that I can groom him to be another field, I will do that. I will not stop that. And I'm more happy that if he thinks that he can do accountant and he can do project manager role. And of course, I'm not trying to, take advantage of him. I'll make sure that, if he's suitable to be a project manager, he will do project manager. And I will hire accountant junior and put under him so that he can guide that. So slowly, and right now as an accountant, which is a very back-end role, right now he's already a front-end role. I have staff like this. I have staff like this who is really going all out and breakthrough by themselves. Yeah,
I'm
so
still
I'm
not
open to all
so
this.
quite clear about the process, how one get from get promoted to your employee. Okay, I will show you later about one structure of one company. Okay, so I want to hear
Right.
more about your advice because actually it's
No,
quite
that's experience.
okay. All right, okay. Thank you. Because I
Yeah,
try to make
thank you.
come the model for the new one to just enter about the staff journey. They understand that. Have to just here. We just stop at the point that as a leader, you have to change your behavior based on the employee competence and commitment. I think it's enough. Okay, but
No,
your
but for
situation
me,
is quite specific.
for me it's a bit different. For me, I will want the employee to change and accustom to our company culture. If a
Of
if
course,
an
of course.
employee if an employee is not suitable for the company culture and is not loyal, sorry, I would let them go.
Okay,
These
I
these
understand.
are the things that we cannot compromise. Of course, it's a two-way thing. Employer need employee, employee need employer. But as an
Uh,
employee, I will not because of one employee. As an employer, I will not because of one employee cause the fall of or a disturbance of all the morale of my staff. I have so many staff to take care. I don't only take care of you one alone. So it's a survival world. It's a very cruel world when you come to join to the business world. You have to mentally be prepared. If you can't do the
that's
job,
right.
a lot of people can do your job. That's
I
why
think
I'm saying,
two-way interaction.
the dilemma is a discipline. How you want to discipline? Because you are not my son, you are not my daughter. I want you to survive. If I'm being too good to you, I'm harming you. Because I'm not telling you your mistake. You are not growing.
You are not telling you the mistake. I have to be very frank with you. It's not about ego. I have to be very frank with you. You are wrong. And the next moment you are right, I will reward you. I will encourage you. But I'm not
Okay.
here to be a parent. You fall down, I always there to carry you up. No, you fall down, you pick up yourself and you stand up and go and do your own thing. You know, it's a very cruel world, and I want my employee to be able to do such thing, because if anywhere when they leave my company, I'm so happy when they come to me and say, Francis, I'm now a certain position in another company. I will be very, very happy. You know, it's not that I change your life, but it's because I thank you, you know, for listening to what I'm trying to tell you, you know. Yeah, so these are the
Okay.
things that I'm sharing.
That's
Thank
all
you.
right. I understand. I understand the point, right? Because actually, I used to be your situation before. Yeah, I can share your feeling right now, especially your situation. Um, in your organization as a GM, the value is a discipline. That's right,
Right.
because you prioritize that value, but not but the other company they can put another value before it. Okay, for example, right?
Yeah, very
If
different. Because mine
that's
is
right.
not commercial,
Mm.
yeah. It's very different.
Okay, so we move to the next part. Okay, the market fit before scale. As the founders, you need to think about the markets before you scale. It's mean I think about the market size and market trend is so important. Okay, so the product market fit is mean products so the real customer pain point. And you know, two things you have to understand and take it into consideration. First, customer are willing to pay. That's it. The customer are willing to pay, but with price, it depends your value proposition and your buyer persona. Okay, and the organic customer retention. That two things so important. Huh? You have to think about it: the scale, the customer side, the market side, right? And your products and market fits when the products can solve the customer pain point. Understand me? Okay, product customer. Think about the first and the second column in the business model canvas, customer segment and value proposition. Okay, that's it. And cash flow is your obsession. So as a staff, for the first 1 or 3 years, don't think about the profits first. You need money to survive. Okay, 42% of staff die due to running out of cash, not because they don't have the profit. Remember, that's so important. Huh? You need cash flow. That is why you need to diversify the revenue stream from the customer. Okay, so instead of trying to acquire a new one, you have to keep one customer buying your products again and again. Okay, all right. You have to try to put them in the value of the products, the value of customer. From the customer become the buyer, from the customer become a loyal friend, and they are the person who make amount of marketing to your products. It's so important. Okay, cash flow is so important. You die because you don't have cash, not just you don't have the profit. So right, revenue, different profits, different cash flow. Okay, and your founders, you must understand manage your cash flow daily. You understand the money out and money in, and maintain at least 6 months cash flow of operation of your company. At least 6 months. I think it's good. 6 months. For example, right? Okay, probably 6 months. Okay, in the bank account is good. Whenever you get that number, that figure, you can move to S&M. All right. So I will show you one kind of formula to help you how to get a predictable cash flow in the market later today. Okay, no cash flow, game over. Don't think much. All right. The first, situational leadership. The second one, product market fit. Okay, show the customer pain point. The third, no cash flow, game over. That's it. All right. And the fourth, team and co-founder alignment. You know, and we mentioned a lot communication skill, the inside conflict at the first section. So the founder can do everything alone. You need okay, and certify of the staff failure to internal conflict, not because of your lack of customer. You're right, because actually at the first time you are business owner, you can extract your follower by yourself, by your characteristic, by your personality trait. Not at that time your company doesn't have any company value at all. You are show your organization value. You are showing your organization personality trait. But after 3 and 5 years, when you move another stage of development, you will change. You will add more about the value. It's clearer because it's a way you can attract the appeal to the customer or investment. Okay. 65% of staff fail due to internal conflict, especially the co-founder alignment. And the second one, team management. Okay. And you have to understand about is this strategy. That's it. Because it's quite strange. In Vietnam, there are a lot of people want to become a CEO or GM forever in their life. They don't think about investment rule. Is this strategy? When you build a business, you have to think that after 3 or 5 years or 10 years, what your business look like, and you can exit it or not. Okay. That's it. For example, IPO, for example, or founder buyback. A two-way that the business owner or business founder will think beforehand. Okay. In Vietnam, we have a lot of problem in the next generation. The man better get successful, and he don't know how to transfer his business to his son or daughter, because actually his son or daughter don't want to follow his steps. That's a big problem, right? You have to think, if you want to get a sustainable business model, you have to think about, is this strategy? All right. Simple, right? And actually you can see a lot of Thai company now trying buying and acquiring Vietnamese company. It doesn't mean that the Vietnamese company has a problem, because actually they had a problem in the next generation. All right, because they were born in rich, so they don't want to follow their family business. They don't love it because they see the previous generation so challenging, so hard, don't have time for themselves. I'm enjoying. That reason why a lot of friends of mine don't want to inherit the company from their father. Quite ridiculous, right? Man, so there's a lot of time when I talk to my friend's father, he's so disappointed, but he think that he create his business for entire life and now to transfer. But my friend just think as a burden, the business as a burden. Okay, all right. So you have to think about it. Okay, you have to think about it. Your next generation, like it or not. That is why the Thai company acquire lots of Vietnamese company on the newspaper. You can see it. Okay, it doesn't mean that that company has a problem or go bankruptcy. No, it's just usual. Because the founder is too old to continue for his job, his duty. That is why he transfer for the foreigner. Because the Thai, when they acquire the Vietnamese company, usually they can Vietnamese founder can get a good profits compared to the European country. So sorry, okay. All right. That's it. All right. Five rules you have to remember. All right. Okay. So again. Okay. So the first, the founders of staff different with the SME. Remember? And as an SME, you need a stable organization, but staff, we need to change mindset a lot. Okay. How to get a first 100 customer. Market fits before scale. Think about market trend, market size before you scale up, before you franchise. The cash flow is so important. No cash flow, game over. And next, how to get a good communication with a team to avoid the internal conflict is so important. And finally, the thing I don't know, the thing you know before you enter my classroom is this strategy. Because you are so eager and enthusiastic in the way become the new staff. But is this strategy the thing you have to take it into consideration 3 or 5 years, man? Okay, fine thing. All right. All right, ignoring any one of these double can risk a value. I just mentioned about the value of risk of value, right? So thank you. Actually, I want to each of you will give me some business idea and put it in the business model canvas. But I don't think you have a time for preparation. So on the 8th section, the section 8, okay, you will think about one business idea and make a presentation and show to me. It's your assignment. Okay, you understand me? All right. You are in the section 3, right? 3 or 4? 3. Okay, in the 3rd section. So repair your assignment on the 8th section. Okay, your midterm assignment presentation about business idea and how to turn it to make it more sustainable. Okay, it's been can grow easily after lunches. Put it in business model canvas. Okay, all right. So that's it. Summary: there are 3 business model is the foundation of every stop. You have to think about your business model because actually you can identify the revenue stream and the cost structure, right? If you want to know about the revenue stream, you think about 1, 2, 3, 4, the customer profile, the value proposition, to test the market and product fit, the channel, how to distribute. If, for example, face-to-face conversation is always the marketing channel. It's direct communication, face-to-face survey, interview, for example. How to keep your customer relationship is mean customer relationship, all right? And founder needs the mindset, think big, but start more. Think big, but start more. Test fast and learn always. All right. At the first section, we mentioned about 2 words, think big and start more. But after this, after you learn about the business model, you have another term, test fast and learn always. Okay. That's the reason why you know the word lifelong learning appear a lot nowadays. Okay. Actually, I still have one section about the old and disruptive model, but quite theory, so I will delete it. Okay, just to give you some very main thing. So understand and follow lesson, right? Okay. So, oh, hello. Good evening, Oduku, Mr. Oduku Chibuzu. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good evening.
Okay, can you follow my lesson?
Yes, I can so far.
Thank you. Okay, all right. So, I think we need a short break now, and please, you have after break time, we will be back at 9:50. Okay, so we have some kind of sharing about some takeaway, business model, and the 5 core thing of the founder. What lesson can you take? It's okay. That's it. All right.
Pardon, I didn't get you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. I will. All right. We studied already about the business model. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I will show again. And the founder, the mindset of the new founder. So I want you to share me some lesson you can take away from that model, business model, and founder and mindset of founder. Clear right now? Clear right now? All of you?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. We will be back at 7:50. Thank you. Okay, break time. A half hour.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Oh, okay, all of you, let's start again. Thank you. Right. Oh, welcome, Mr. iPhone. Right, okay, Mr. iPhone, can you turn the face on? All of you, we come back. 7:55 already. Okay. Sorry, we try to finish the content. Okay. Probably can off a little bit early, 5 or 10 minutes. Okay. Okay, I know it's pretty late. All right. So all of you, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I can hear you.
All right, okay. So how about Mr. iPhone? Can you show me your name? Because actually I don't know really what your name is. Mr. iPhone. Right. So okay, Tilai, can you share some kind of lesson you can take away from the first model, business model, and the mindsets of the founders? I want to hear you first. Thank you. Just some kind of lesson you will apply for yourself. Just sharing, no problem, right?
Yes. The business model is the foundations of the every startups. Without a clear model, every great ideas cannot succeed. And then you show in the key takeaway like all business models, the strategy one differ in the value they create and competitive advantage they offer, and then so startup need to clearly define what makes their model different and stronger, and also like the founder needs to think they need the right mindset, like right think think big and start small and test parks and learn always. This mindset
Okay.
helps them adapt quickly, reduce risks, and continuously improve. Yeah.
Okay. A lot of work. Okay, think big, start more. And today we add more two terms, test fast and learn always. Okay.
Always.
And learn always. It means we have lifelong learning. So as a leadership, as a leader, you are the mirrors, reflect the lifelong learning to your follower. So that's so important. Right? Okay. You know, actually, in some Vietnamese coming out today, if you want to join the board of directors, BOD, you have to get at least master's degree in business administration or the PhD in business. I think so. It's quite rare as a regulation and commitment, but somehow it's encouraged the employee in this organization can learn faster and learn more hunger. Sorry, I think hunger for learning. That reason why. Okay, good. Um, you know, especially when you start and you choose the technology field, I think you should study in the business administration more. I'm also in administration of one kind of HM program between Vietnam and England. I prepare for the Vietnamese student how to get successful in the 2 year in British. So actually, my student majority is in technology field. So very clear that in the curriculum, 80% they study about the subject related to the field, the majors, and the other 20% of other subject they have to study about business. They study about the sales and marketing and the business model, how to turn hit their ideas into the profits. Like we study this course. All right, that's so important. Huh? Remember, thank you. So just share some my observation in my recent case study to help you. How about Mr. iPhone? Can you hear me, Mr. iPhone? Right. Sorry, thank you, Mr. Autoku, Mr. Autoku, Chipuzo, Mr. Autoku, Chipuzo.
Yeah, hello.
Okay, so can you share some lesson to take away from my previous section?
Yes, I'm talking about business models. I think every founder. Business model mostly, it acts as a skeletal framework. It
Okay.
gives a sort of guide, a direction, sort of is something that one can be looking up to as a guide tool. You can be using it to mark each step in your framework. Yeah, it
Okay.
gives them a sort of graphic and clear illustration. When you start up, you have to be checking each threshold as you progress. You have to have a clear framework, mission, objectives, what you intend to achieve, how you intend to relate with your market, your customers,
Okay. Good.
all these, how you intend to get your revenue,
Mm-hmm.
your resources,
That's right.
yeah, you have to add all these has to be clear,
Okay.
for you to commence. So you have to have all these. So I think the business model acts as a sort of a guide to help direct and coordinate the affairs of
Okay.
the company, and is very pivotal in any business that is starting. So I think yeah.
So how about business mindset? What do you care about in this section? The business mindset.
The business mindset, I think that's for a founder has to have a mindset of not giving up, having a clear drive that I will absolutely get this done. You
Mm-hmm.
get? Yeah. So once, one of the hallmarks of good leadership is being able to inspire and motivate. So when the leader has that inspiring and motivating mindset, others are able to follow. When they see that the leader has that never give up,
Okay.
I
So
must
do you
achieve this. Right, so everybody falls in line to be able to achieve organizational goals. Yeah.
actually, if you want to inspire your employee and your follower and motivate them to get a higher position in your organization, you can think about the situational leadership. Okay, the theory
Mm.
I show you here, the situational leadership. Actually, they have a lot of application into your company. So try to research and learn more at home. Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay.
Right, thank you. How about nailing? Nailing? Yeah, right. Right, good, right. I can see your face now. Chibuzu, thank you. How about nailing? What lesson can you take away from my
Like we talk about the leadership situation, situation like that, and a lot of other things said about the business model, how to create business model, and
Mhm.
I think we should focus on like you kind of said about business model, how to create a start business with the kinds of leadership
Uh-huh.
mindsets. And I hear about or people that shared about his comedy and a lot of things, like at the real world HPN we got different offenses and classroom at the different what you think about it. So it's really good for us.
Okay. How about Poi? Can you give me some kinds of takeaway lesson? Can you share
For
something?
me, the key takeaway from the tutorial lesson, first, I started off with the wrong mindset, can
Mhm.
easily fade within 3 or 5 years later. Effective leadership can in many styles, like I said, providing support or giving direction like that to diverse employee like that. Finally, I learned that cash flow is critical. It's often determine the business where success or fail. That's why we need to control effectively it. That's why. That's
Okay.
all. Thank
The
you.
first one, that's right, leadership mindset,
Yeah.
and the second one, the cash flow. And before you
Yes,
want to get the predictable cash flow, you have to test the market and your products, whether it fits or not. It's so important, huh?
Mm,
Okay.
yes,
So
sir.
before you jump you step 3, you have to remember the second step. Market
Yes,
fits
sir.
before scale. All right. Thank you. So actually we stopped the section number 2 about the business model here. It includes the theory about the leadership, the business model canvas, and 5 cores of the mindsets for the business or new business entrepreneurs want to learn about. So the next section today, I will show you the example of the very successful entrepreneurs in Vietnam. And actually they have a franchise in more than 80%, 80 countries around the world. They have a franchises in more than 80 countries around the world. And what they sell, actually they sell the service, consultancy service, like a CEO and SEM leader, right? How to build up the business for the first time. And they show a very, very famous framework we call the 6 steps of 5 way to get a better business. All right. Today we show you. And if you don't know how to do it, it's very simple. Just follow the instruction clearly. And each step you will show one problem that the business owner often face in the real reality. Okay. That's it. Thank you. So we move to section today. Thank you. And I want to hear some kinds of okay. Hello. So can you type your name with the iPhone? Because actually I don't know, because I need to mark your attendance. And the last day I don't know who you are. Okay. So sorry. Can you type your name on the screen for me? Type your name here, please, because I need to check your attendance. Sir, type your name here. Please take your name, please. Thank you. Please, sir. Because actually I don't know who you are, because I need to check your attendance. I have to check attendance of student every day to report to the business administration, okay, office. Thank you. So right. Today we show you a very interesting topic, I think. Okay, I spent more than 7 years to study the framework. All right, I count the 5 way and 6 step to build a better business. Okay, it's so helpful and proud today for the first time stop. Okay, and I want to and also to learn some from experience from the Francis. Okay, that's it. All right, because 5 way and 6 step, and my content is so simple. We have the first 6 step of how to build a better business. I use the word better business. And second way, 5 ways to help you to predict your cash flow in the niche market. All right, okay. If you want to earn money in the market, how do you do? Okay, follow that step. Thank you. So actually, the 6 steps of building a better business, including, look at here, we have the mastery, niche, leverage, team, scenery, and result. Okay, and if you want to get a good result for your business, okay, you have to do step 1 step. It's so important. You have to identify which point are you in right now. Probably someone in the mastery, someone in the niche already, but someone they just need to improve the team or the scenery of the team, and they get a good result. Okay, that's so important. Depend on your self-awareness of your organization. It's so important, huh? The first, if you want to get a massive result, you need the stability. If you want to get a stability, it means that you are in the mastery period, a mastery stage. If you want to get a lot of money, you want to earn money, cash flow, you need niche market. If as a CEO and GM or the founder, you need more time to work-life balance, you are in the leverage stage. Okay? And if you want to become a GM and you want to do the test individually, you can delegate the test for D1, D2, and D3 level. Heresy, you need team. And if you want to hear the word passive income scale up, you have to do the test in the scenery and then result. It means you can run out of your organization, but it still grow up and commercial. Understand me? And each step you solve one problem. For the mastery, you can eliminate the chaos. Right? When the first time stop, you will face a lot of challenging. It means that if you want to eliminate them, you have to understand clearly about the mastery period. Okay? If you want to know and to get or predict your cash flow in the market, you have to focus in the niche market. And you want your company become efficient, you need leverage. If you want to build up a good structure for growing sustainable, you need team or general manager. Okay, that's in here. It's here, right? And the final destination of this model is mean that you can become the personal growth, or you can build up a new business with the same structure. The definition of the theme here, the framework here, if you can build up one business with that framework, it means that you can also build another one with the same thing. It's okay. That's it. So the question that I often receive from my student, where should I hire a GM, okay, to run the company for me? Well, it's simple. Follow this framework. You need to jump, your organization need to jump in the 4th level in the team. Understand me? Before it, the first, the second, and third level, you shouldn't run out of your company. You shouldn't hire a GM. You have to run your business by yourself. Okay, clear? All of you, clear? All right. All right, clear? Poi, Francis, Nailing, can you follow me?
Yes, sir.
Clear,
Follow you,
teacher.
sir.
Clear. Understood.
Yes, please.
Right, okay, Mr. iPhone, okay. Poi, okay, thank you. Mr. Oduku Chizupuzu, hope that you can follow. All right, now I will deep dive in detail for each stage of these structures. First, all right, and actually, when you think about the system in the mastery or the first period, the main focus as the co-founder, you have to master your time, your money, and deliver. It's so important, right? Okay, and the niche market, if you want to have a cash flow predicted, you need to find out your USB and make it work. You need selling point, marketing and sales. All right, and the third leverage is mean save your time and money. Different in the first and the third level. In the first level, mastering your time, money, you have to know, okay, where the time you should invest into what resources, what activity, okay? But save your time for work-life balance. The 4, the team. Turn your team in someone that's work. We have 2 terms to distinguish between team and the crowd. It's mean you need a culture, you need something that connect them together, okay? And scenery. One is start to work in tandem. Scenery is so important, okay? And result. You get the real result, the tested result, and can apply for another company, okay? So simple, right? Mastery, niche, leverage, team, scenery, and result. Hope that your company will, it's okay, whatever your company is, it also run 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 steps here. But as a leader, as a founder, you have to be awareness enough to identify which point are your organization in right away. That's so important. Okay, that's so important, right? The first, mastery. It means you have to master your time, money, and delivery. I mean, logistic. I mean, the money, I mean, the finance, and the time. You have to work a lot. All right. So the main purpose to build a solid business foundation. If you need a foundation for the rock solid business, you have to invest the time, the money, and your consideration in the mastery stage. Okay? Yes or no? All right. So you can see here, the first, as a leader, you need the vision and the strategic planning. What does it mean, vision and strategic planning? We discussed a lot in the previous section. So I will show you. There are three things you need to mention. The first, craft compelling vision and mission statement. Like Francis and I mentioned before, the compelling vision and mission statement is a thing that you extract the follower, you extract the investment, you persuade your supplier. Okay? And try to develop detailed 1, 3, 5, and 10-year business plan. Okay? The third, create actionable 90% plan for the team. Okay, think big. 1, 3, 5, 10 years, but start more. Create 90-day plan action for the team. Agree? Right? The first, if you don't know how to do anything, do three things first for me. Make compelling vision and mission statement. Okay? Develop detail. Think big. 1, 3, 5, 10 years business plan, but start more. Actionable 90-day plan for your team. Okay? Understand, huh? Thank you. All right. The second one, you have to master your money. It means, I don't know you or your friends or your follower or your partnership. You have to know about P&L reviews, profit and loss, and balance sheet analysis. Some very basic term in accounting. Okay. Now we don't need any financial manager yet, but we need an accounting. The person who get a good skill in reading P&L or balance sheet. Okay. The second one, establish a system to manage the debt and creditor. That's so important, right? Okay. Because at the first periods of your organization, you have to invest a lot of money, or something you owe a lot of money. You borrow a lot of money, huh? So you need a system to manage the debt and the credit for the bank, for the supplier, anything. Okay, as detailed as possible. All right. For the first time, just do two things about the finance. Don't do too much. Okay. Next, about your time. You're so busy for stop. The reason why you have to teach yourself the smart goal setting and prioritize something important first. I don't teach you about this, how the smart goal is, because actually it's easy to search on the internet, or ChatGPT will help you, right? The second one, all right, you have to learn about the time leveraging strategy that increase productivities. If you don't think it's productive, don't do it. Okay, focus on the most important tasks, can create a lot of value, can improve your productivity at all. That's it. Okay, next two things. So operating standards. That's so important now, because actually you're not standing on. That's the reason why this step, you have to develop a system for consistent quality and service delivery. I just mentioned about system. Develop a system. You don't have it, and now it's time for you to have it. A system for consistent quality of service delivery. I mean logistic. And if you don't know about logistic, just hire a person to join your organization about logistic. Create standard operation procedures for the key business process. Okay? And implement improvement methodology. Operational standard is so important at first time. Operational standard is so important at the first time, because is with the process, with a diagram, you can ask and duplicate. You can ask new people follow your direction, your supervision easily. Okay, should be flexible at operation standard at the first time. Should not be flexible as operational standard at the first time. Remember? So for first step, you have to know about destination, time, delivery, and financials. as a CEO and GM or the founder, you have to answer 1 through 3 about it. I will send you the document at home. Please look at it carefully and preparing for your startup journey. Mastery stage. Okay? It's available here already. And I still have the mark. After 1, 2, or 3 years of business, you can mark for your all. Or if you need the consultants, they also ask you some question like this theme. You will know that, okay, how many mark you can get for each criteria for mastery. Okay, so usually, right, at the first time I get started, I have only brave enough. Okay, I don't know the destination. It's been destination 0, right? Not sure, right? I couldn't imagine my company how it will be for the next 3 or 5 years. So that is why it's a big problem. Okay, I just know about the finance a little bit and how to deliver the good products, the good service to my customer. Okay, so I don't know about the time working or work on, because actually 80% at the first time you have to do the test directly. Just 20% left, you learn about, think about, do some important but not urgent test. I think just 20% for the first 3 years. Okay, don't think so fast. Okay, think big but start more. All right, you know my idea. You know my idea, right? Okay, all of you follow me. Tin Lai, Poi, Nailing.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Oluku Chibuzo. All right. Mr. Francis. Mabiaki Notions, and Mr. iPhone. Can you follow the first stage?
Yes, sir. I can follow.
Okay. How about Mr. Oluku Chibuzo? Okay, Mr. Mabiaki Notions. Thank you. So we move to why this stage matters, because if you can master this stage, you don't do anything but increase 3% in productivity, because you can manage yourself. If you want to manage yourselves as entrepreneurs or the founder, okay, mastery is so important. Okay, that's it. All right, because you can manage yourself. 25% improvement in profit margin already from step, because you know about the finance, about the delivery, logistic, okay, and time management. 40% better at goal achievement rate. So important, right? Okay, don't do anything. Change yourself first. from the senior managers, from the CEO become the founder, become the startup owner. It's quite different. All right. Step 2, niche market. In a niche market, it means you want to have a lot of money. You can have a cash flow, right? All right. It means you can have a predictable cash flow based on the sale of marketing. Link to the business model canvas 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You can predict the revenue stream. Okay, clear? The same like business model canvas 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That reason why sales and marketing is so important. The 2 point on the right of the spike curve. Okay, all my lessons are connected together if you follow carefully, right? Right. Next, why niche market is so important? Because you have to find out your USP. It means you have to answer the question why the customer buy your products instead of your competitor. USP, unique selling point. It means you want to advertise, you want to be PR, you want to market. Okay, you have to know about USP, how different your products compared to your competitor. It's okay. We call it USP and make it work. You know, okay. 2 part, 5 and make it work, not 5 only. Right? That is why you need marketing team and you need sales team. All right. Dominate your market space. because actually we don't need to sell all of customer in the market. But actually we can do it at all. That's the reason why you need to know which section of the market or niche market you should follow the time, the focus, the money on. Okay. Next. All right. The first, you have to understand your USB. That is why you have need a process of USB discovery and development based on R&D. That's right. That's why R&D is so important, right? Conduct throughout the market and compare analysis. Right? Think about the market and make comparative analysis. I will try to give you another framework between you, the market, the customer, and competitor later. Okay. All right. Just know about the term. We have to take an action about the conduct the market and try to analyze the competitor. I will show you the framework, how to do it later. Okay. All right. And the second one, identify your unique strengths and customer value. Unique strength and customer value. 1 and 2. Customer segment and value proposition, the same. Okay. Business model canvas. Okay. Next, craft a compelling USB that resonates your target market. Just advertising your USB. Run the Facebook ad, TikTok ad, Instagram ad, video, okay, TV show, whatever. Okay, just resonate with your target market. Whatever your potential customer is, just follow them. And again, we need to appear at least 7 times before your potential customer. All right. That's it. All right. The marketing mastery. The first, you need multi-channel marketing strategy, online, offline, touchpoint, CXCU, the same in the business model canvas, huh? Okay. Write down a map, the roadmap about the touch point between you and your customer from the start to the end. Next, create compelling content that showcase your expertise. It's been, and another word, educate your customer. You need to educate your customer. All right. Don't try to marketing a lot. Don't try to convey sales a lot. 80% of your content on the Facebook, on the online platform should be educate your customer. Should be the testimonial for your customer. 20%, okay, mean conversion content only. Remember, 80% and 20%. 80% for educate, testimonial, 20% left for conversion rate. Okay. Utilize marketing automation because actually it's so simple. AI chatbox is so very common tool for all of you. If you don't know, just ask a person. Okay, that's the reason why nowadays digital marketing is so important. Digital marketing is so important, basically. Right? E-commerce, because they can exploit the e-commerce platform to sell your products faster, okay, and more effectively. Okay, clear? Huh? Simple, right? So simple. Huh? I will teach you some simple thing and very practical way. All right. After 5 years, I observe a lot of business and I try to use the framework for myself. Okay. Hope that can help you. Just follow step by step. I think you get business success. Because you can learn. You learn from the practical into the theory. Right? Not like me. I start with my brain solve only. Okay. That's it. And sales process excellent. If you want to have a niche market, it means you have to combine sales and marketing in order to predict the cash flow, marketing, and now sales. First, design a customer-centric sales funnel. If you don't have the sales funnel, it did not sell at all. Okay, so we have a section about sales. I will teach you about how to get a streamlined and customer-centric sales funnel. Okay, it's so important. Try to take the keyword and put in the ChatGPT and we explain more to you. Easier to understand, right? Sales funnel. Okay, create the sales script and presentation material. That's so important, huh? Okay. So try to become an expert. Try to appear as an expert in front of your potential customer. Don't try to sell them. Let's persuade them. Let's have them solve their problem. Okay. Ask yourself as an expert in the field. Give that advice, solve the problem. The script is good, but you should be flexible enough because each customer has different problem. Okay. And you know, actually, there's a link between the marketing, R&D, marketing, and sales in that point tab. From the R&D, you can search the competitor to create a USB. Okay. And then the marketing will advertise to the potential customer. And then the sale will use persuasion to help them solve the problem. But the script must be fixed with USB of your company. Okay? Understand me? All right. Integration between R&D, marketing, and sales is so important here. You know, usually the customer don't trust you because the way you advertise in the online is different on the way of the sales team persuade directly with the customer. Okay? Right? And implement the lead nurturing and follow-up system. That's so important. Okay. And actually nowadays we have a chatbot, Zalo OA, or CRM. I think it's a very effective tool for all of you to follow up that system. I think CRM, customer relation management tool, the very common thing to help you to follow your lead. You know, actually the first time we don't say it's a customer, just a lead. It's a person who have an interest in your product. They're not your customer yet. That's the reason why you have to follow them, nurture them, appear in front of them, and persuade them. Okay, to make them become your customer. Understand? That's it. And train your team. The selling technique is so important. If you are in the model of direct sale, so training the team, the sales team is so important because they have you to get money right away. Okay, all of you follow me? That's right. Brand amplification. The next step, brand again. So no, actually, I just mentioned 4 things: R&D, marketing, sale, and branding. Think back about the SMART curve, 4 things to have you win in the niche market. Brand amplification. The first, craft a strong brand identity and message. When the customer see your logo, what appear in their mind? Like, how they remember? They remember just the color, the chef with the logo, or what the message is about. Do they understand the message you want to transfer in the logo on through your color, or just they just remember physically about the color and all? Okay, understand me? Develop the brand guideline for consistent communication. You know, at the first time when I first start, I don't know about it yet. I just think about I put a lot of money, hire an agency. They will run the ad for me. Of course, I have sale. However, in long term, when I my customer, you remember me? Do you know who am I? They don't understand at all. It's a big problem for long term. So implement a brand positioning strategy. I will teach you later. How about a brand positioning strategy across on touch point? Okay. All right. So nowadays, we have to remember after 3 or 5 years, when the employee think about your logo, think about your name, it's been inside they will remember some keyword you are trying to represent, you are trying to promise to them. Okay, so remember that way, brand amplification. So customer journey optimization, map, like I mentioned before, map the journey from awareness to advocacy, from the first into the end. Identify and enhance key touch point in the customer experience. All things I teach you before, right? Okay, in the business model canvas, key touch point, you have to identify how many key touch point the customer will face, because after one touch point, probably you can lose them. Ask the customer how many touch point you face during the journey you reach with me, you reach our company, and which touch point you feel disappointed. You know, you listen carefully, you interview carefully, and then you improve later. Okay. Next, implement the customer feedback system. Okay, testimonial is so important. Believe me, testimonial is so important. You have to make friends with your customer, listen to them, take care of them, nurture them. This part, if you think about business model canvas, it's mean customer relation. Number 4, right? Customer relation. The marketing is the channel. That's it. So right, in the niche market, you have to manage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things. The USB guarantee, the lead, okay? It's mean the potential customer, the conversion rate, it means the sales team, the average spend on one order, and the number of transaction of one customer, and margins you have in that market. If you know, all right, and you're tracking these figures, I think you will get the niche market successfully. Okay, clear? Follow me? Follow me, all of you? Good.
Yes, sir.
Good. Thank you. All right. Okay, Mr. Francis, it's okay? That's all right. Thank you. We move to why niche markets matter. Because actually, if you are identifying the niche markets, it can average increase of 40% in your quality lead. It's so important. All right, it's okay. 30% improvement in conversion rate. You have 10 potential customer, and you can turn them become 3.5 customer, the real one. Okay, quite good. 50% boost in the customer retention, like a business model canvas. Like business model canvas, you can see it in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The main thing, how to maintain the current customer, make them become loyal to your organization, keep them buying your products again. Okay, I mean, boost customer retention. You can do it when you have a niche market. In that market, they just follow about you. You become their top of mind. One of 3 top brand name will appear in their mind. The thing when they buy the products. Okay. Yes or no? And 30% increase in profit margin when you have a successful niche market. All right. Number 3, I think usually you can have a work-life balance. Work-life balance when you are in the leverage stage. And now you have a lot of people to delegate the task. Right? Now you have a lot of people to delegate the task. Okay. All right. Okay, because you save money, you have a work-life balance you want. Okay, from that stage. Okay. So at this stage, your company become efficient. If you want to know that your organization is sustainable, that at least your organization must be in the leverage stage. Okay, that's it. Okay. So what do you say? Mastery, niche, and leverage. It means saving your time and money. Saving, not master anymore. Master, you mean you know how to do, but save, you can take time to do another thing. You enjoy your hobby. Okay, more free time. Okay. That's it. Amplify your business impact. So the first, if you want your company in a state level efficient, first thing you have to think about people and education, lifelong learning again. And now, as a founder, implement regularly ongoing training program. Okay, so I call it learning culture. Okay, for example, in my company, it forced that if you are intern, you want to accept become a full-time employee. For the first 2 months, you have to read 4 books about sales, marketing, about HR, about organization, for example. Okay, 4 books, and you make a presentation, and then we mark for a presentation to make sure that the public speaking skills is good. Okay, the first you have to persuade your friend before you persuade your customer. Very clear, all right? And establish appraisal process now become two-way of communication from that stage. Okay, we have a more D3 and D4 employee from that stage. Okay, focus improving productivities and service quality. Okay, and then create a cultures of life learning. Create a culture of learning and improvement, lifelong culture. I think reading is so important. Okay. The second one, you need to think about if you want your company in the leverage, efficient system and technology. We can do anything without system and technology nowadays. Okay. That's it. All right. Develop comprehensive how-to manual for on key process. All right. You cannot explain everything. You know, put in the handbook, in how-to manual, to let the new people know how to follow. Okay. Automate the routine test to improve efficiency. You have to know some technique of master of your time. 80-20 principle, time management matrix is something very simple. You have to follow. Okay. Create and maintain documented workflow chart. I think now we have a workflow chart. It means the flow, and actually some CRM and some kinds of software will have to do it for you. You can outsource, and you can buy some kinds of software machine, the system. Actually, in Vietnam, we can do it. Okay, all right. One company can provide some kind of service to have you control on the workflow of your company. All right, and then regularly review and optimize the system. I just list some very key main points, some key action. However, you have to think and take it into consideration and make it detailed later. Okay. Delivery and distribution. You know the word distribution, also the point in the smart curve. Okay. So logistic again. Okay. So remember the word, implement quality control measure throughout the distribution chain. The problem of franchise and the distribution is that you can't make sure the guarantee for all of the places, okay, in your chain. Next, accounting measure, KPI, setting KPI, key performance indicators. Ensure every team member had the relevant KPI. So your company just become efficient or not, depending on your KPI. It's been discipline. All right, okay. All right. They have to have the number, the target they should reach every day. Measure the performance through KPIs. Okay, and review process and review the report regularly. Feedback down. If 1 or 2 days they fail the KPI. Make one-on-one meeting, coaching, supporting. Okay. Stage 3 is so important. and you should use the data-driven to inform the business decision, not come from your feeling. All right, okay. Tracking by number, tracking the system. You can use the machine, or you can use the system, you can do an app to follow you, but get data to inform the business decision. It's so important, huh? Okay. I think all of things we mentioned before, but I should put in a system for you to follow. Okay. A lot of things we did mention before in the previous section. Here, I just give you one kind of summary. People education, deliver distribution. If you want to know whether you are good at people education, just answer 4 questions here, or 3 questions here. And you, okay? All right. If you know that your company good at deliver and distribution, improve, answer 3 questions here. If you know that you're testing and measure about accounting, answer 4 questions here. And you know you are good at how to apply the system and technology in operation, answer 4 questions here. Understand me? Clear? Very simple, right? Very simple, right? Okay. That's it. Why this stage matter? Because actually they can leverage your people system and deliver process and performance metrics for sustainable business growth. In Shark Tank, if you want to improve and you can call up for investment, at least you have to jump from step 2, niche market, into the leverage stage. You can extract a lot of money. Okay, actually, some kinds of products that can earn a lot of money, but they fail at the leverage stage. That is why they can call for the money investment from investor. Okay, clear? That's it. Simple. Average of 30% increase in employee productivity, 40% reduction in operational inefficiency, and 30% improvement in customer satisfaction due to better delivery. Okay, that's it. That is why this step is so important. That's it. Okay. For team. Okay. So, I think today we will stop at the first 3 stage. Okay. And the next day I will continue for the 3 left. I just give some kinds of revision. Look at here. All right. So we mentioned about the 6th step, how to build up a better business. Okay, because actually we have a lot of kind of form of business, so that's why it's a general framework that can applicable for all. If you want to eliminate chaos, focus mastery. If you want to earn and predict the cash flow, focus niche market stage. You want to become more efficient in operation, save time, work-life balance, focus leverage. Okay, simple, huh? All of you? That's us. Okay. All right. So I will show you. Okay, a lot. Okay, I prepare a lot of lesson for you now today. Thank you. So look at here. Oh, sorry. Look at here, right? That's it. Actually, if you have you want to stop again, and you need a foundation. It's mean that you need to focus on the destination, the mastery. Destination is mean your vision. Create a compelling vision and mission statement. Okay. Learn how to invest your time. 80% working, 20% workout, 80% to do the direct task, current job, 20% think about your company 3 to 5 years. Think big, but start more. Okay. And you have to focus on the daily routine of your operation for the first time. Think about the money. Think about the money. You don't need the financials, management, CFO in on the stage. Yes. Okay. You only need the accounting, who know the P&L, who know the balance sheet at the first time. Okay. And how about the delivery mastery, customer service? If you want to have a stable money, predicted cash flow, you need to think about the niche market. Combine marketing and sale. Combine marketing and sale. First, marketing, you have to create your USB, unique selling point. How you have to identify why the customer choose you instead of your competitor. How different a products compared to the market. The next, you have to guarantee that you can advertise, you can PR that USB to your potential customer. Okay, and you have to understand the way to create the lead. The lead is so important. The lead is so important. Okay, that reason why you need a very, very clear about the picture of potential customer to help you extract them to the niche market. Okay, so the next day I will show you how to predict the money based on the 5 ways of sale. 5 ways to increase the money, increase the cash flow in your company. Is okay? I said okay about the efficiency, more with less. If you want to less is more, the word that you often heard, okay, less is more. It means that you should focus on the leverage, about the goal, about the organization chart, about the job description, about the KPI, the how-to manuals, and management system. I think Francie company, he are at least in the leverage and the team, period. Right? Okay. He talk about the JD, the how to manual, the management system, about the strong leadership, about the belief, value, identity. I mean, I think he in the 3rd and the 4th, okay, stage of this framework. So no, actually, the framework is so easy, but again, very important lesson. You have to be aware enough of your company. The starting point is so important. Okay, the starting point you decided your company are in is so important. Okay, that's it. So I just finished 1, 3, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, step in out of 6 steps to help you become a good, to build up a better business. Can you share me some kind of feeling? Okay, some kinds of lesson you study today. Okay, just 1 minute to think. All right, just 1 minute to think, and just share me some kind of feedback, some kind of learning. Okay, so next day we go move to the team scenery and result, and I will stick. It's a very important part, how to predict money based on the 5-way formula, how to improve your cash flow, how to improve the money. How do you know this? Actually, we have the way to process. Okay, that's it. Okay, so Francis, okay, so you are start already. You have a lot of experience. So what do you think about this framework?
Hi, hi. So sorry,
Okay,
I was in the middle of doing something with the other person there. Okay,
okay, no
so
problem.
this is my first time seeing this actually. I mean, this framework is to me, I think is how is like what you mentioned, the 6 step to build a better business, right? So I think it's a design, is a framework on maybe more on scalability and flexibility, and so that you can understand yourself and understand the company before you move up the ladder. So I think this
Okay,
is where I understood here. As you can see that mastery is always the deepen of all is the, of course, the what do you call that, the layer where you have all the yeah the how you call that, that emphasize the deeper expertise and skill in the area. So that's mastery. And then you have blue color where specializing in the niche, is a specific market. And then where you have yellow, is for network, try to leverage and make use of whatever resources you have. And then gray is your team member. So as you can suggest, as the chart suggests, that the general manager is the leadership, so he's the key to lead the team. And then for synergy, I think this step will prepare for the final outcome before we go to the result, which is green color. So I think if to use this as my own words, I would say that this framework, it actually mentioned not only leadership, which is the GM as a team. It mentioned the stability. It mentioned how we get revenue. It mentioned how we get side income as well as the main income for the businesses. And then from there, we can actually have a visual design to with all these step and framework that's accessible for us to push up the business for a company.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's very theoretical. It's very theoretical. That's about it.
Okay. That's all right. Thank
For
you.
me, I personally never use this framework at all.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you. Yes.
Right.
How about? Thank you, Francis. How about Miss Poe? Okay. What some kinds of new lesson you can take away from that theory, Miss Poe?
Hello, sir. Sorry.
Okay.
For me, I think this lesson is not familiar with me. That's why it's a little confusing. But I understand that this is the reading also is related with the business model, and then I understand that we need to focus and emphasize the mystery, stir, niche, and elaborate. This is the I think the fundamental start of the business. I understand like that.
Okay. So you have to have a strong foundation of your business. You have to mastery. I mean, mastery the whole thing. That's nation. You have to understand by creating a compelling vision and mission statement. Okay.
Okay.
Think big,
Yes.
but start small. You know about your company will look like the next 3 or 5 years, but you need to create the 90 days action plan right away for your team. Okay, we call
Okay.
destination. You
Yes,
need to
sir.
master about the term, which resources you should investment. Because actually at the first day of stop, you have to do a lot of things. Even though you have to take control of all of the daily routine of your organization. That reason why you need to work on the thing is happening right away on your organization. It takes you around 80% of the time, and only 20% left you think about the future. It means you have to
Okay,
repair
sir.
something for the future. Okay, only 20%.
Okay, sir. Yes.
And how about the delivery? It means that on the first early stage of your corporation, your operation, the best way is how to serve the customer faster through logistic, through your operation, through your service, through your quality. Understand? All right?
Okay, understand, sir.
Yeah. Okay. And next, in the finance term, you don't need the CFO right away. We need only an accounting who knows some basic thing like P&L, the balance sheet, to help the money in, money out, cash flow, revenue. Don't think about the profits yet. Okay? That's it.
Okay, sir.
Ah, all right. Or how about Nailing? Nailing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you share some thing to take away?
Hello, sir.
Okay, can you share some kind of takeaway lesson after you study about the 3 stage: mastery, niche, and leverage?
I hear about the leverage in the crypto market, but actually I don't really know everything about that. This is the first time I'm seeing about you are showing about this kind of things, and it's really helpful as to kind of to understand what kind of things we need to understand it, how to build the business better than the other thing, other kind, how to improve our business to have kind of strategy. So that
Okay, thank you. How about
thank
Mr.
you, sir.
That's all right, Mr. Mabiaka in Notion. Mabiaka in Notion, can you share some kinds of lesson you can take away? Mabiaka in Notion.
Hello, teacher.
Okay, hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, of course. Okay, so can you share some kinds of lesson you can withdraw?
Okay. Okay. Sorry, my network has been disturbing since the beginning of the class. If you notice, I have been off and on.
Yes, all right.
Okay, so my take home or my sharing has to do with one of the 6 steps of building a better
Pardon?
business.
Okay.
And I'm taking on niche. The
Niche market.
aspects in building. Can you hear me?
Of course.
That
Okay, of
helps
course.
to grow a business.
Uh-huh.
Like your niche has to do with one particular thing that you advertise and how well you do in that. How well you do determines how the business will flow, the traffic it will cost, the site impression that it will give, and the review of clients, customers, or your followers getting to know that this is what you involve yourself in, this is what you do, this is your product, and consistency in your niche performance will help to grow your business. However, gaining mastery in what you do also helps a lot. So niche focus is one of the best things that can
Understand.
hijack a bit, to some certain extent, which will make you visible in the competitive markets.
Okay. Thank you. I understand that you talk about a niche market. In niche market, you want to create the predictable cash flow. It means you have to identify the niche market and combine connection between the sales and marketing team. That's so important. Okay. It means that first you have to create the USB for your products based on R&D team. Okay. So you have, because you sell the products based on USB, unique selling point. How different your products compared to your competitor. Okay. So
Yeah.
Okay. That's it. So okay, here you can see you make sure guarantee that you advertise USB to your potential customer. Okay. And the way you attract the lead and the way you convert the lead become your customer. Okay. The way you increase the one-time order, the one-time purchase of your customer, and the way you increase number of transaction of each customer. Okay. That's it. Okay. So I will teach clearly about how to improve the money, the cash flow, the niche market for the next day. We call 5 ways. We have a lot of ways to attract a new list, a lot of way to convert the potential customer, a lot of way to increase the average value of one sale, and a lot of way to improve the number of transaction. Okay, that's it. Remember, we got 5 ways. And we have a lot of way to improve the profit margin of one company. You have to understand the action, the activity can help you in which aspect of 5 way. For example, I meet my customer What for? Okay. The first, to converse them, or to increase the transaction with them. Okay, clear, right, about this? That's it. And number three, leverage. We can have the work-life balance whenever we have the leverage stage. Talk about the vision, mission, core value, goal, organization charge, GD, KPI, and management system leverage. All things available for next step. And after we have the framework, then we attract and hire the people to fix that leverage. We call team. Understand me? Okay. All right. That's it. Okay. So thank you. About Team Line, I want to hear something about you.
Oh, yes. You explain again and again. So I got the file already. Yes, the first three steps are really about building a strong foundation. Misery like getting controls of the business, like time, money, and making sure the business delivers what it promises. Once that's established, the next step is the niche, which is about finding USP and making cash flow predictable, and then leverage, where you stop doing everything yourself, like wildlife balance, and start using systems and tools to save times and run more efficiently. Yes.
Okay, thank you. So I think it's enough for today. All right. So I need to check to record the name and to check your attendance. So Mr. iPhone, you are Mr. Progress. Okay. And okay, and I'm ready. Thank you. Right. So let me take a pictures. So first, okay. So here, for example, Mr. Mabiakai Notion, Kenny. Okay, right here. So Mr. Progress. Okay. Yeah. Kudu, Jesobi. Okay. 19 Head. Okay. Tin Lai. Okay. Apron. Okay. Poi. Okay. Yeah, right. So, thank you for attending class today. Hope that you can learn something new and can be helpful for your organization. That's it. Hope that, okay, one day a little bit thing news. So, are you okay with my lesson today? Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Right. See you
Thank
later.
you. Good night. Bye bye.
Okay, good night. Good night. See you later. Thank you.